Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-March 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is we look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as the energy and cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the way around your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have contemplation. So this is the equivalent of the Hermit in traditional tarot, which is a Virgo energy. So it could just be saying that you might have found yourself trying to focus on other things, right? If we look at the body language there, his back is turned to the cards on that side. But at the same time, you might have still found yourself thinking about this person, right? So there almost could have been some resistance to it, but at the same time, you might have still found yourself, your mind wandering back to this person in the past. But I feel like there might not have been direct communication around those feelings. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is actually a Cancerian energy, and to me this says that this person was probably a little bit more open as far as their emotional feelings toward you in the past. Still could have been a little bit of masking behind it there, right, given that we do see the mask in her hand, but I think this is saying that they were probably the more open one between the two of you when it came to expressing emotions. Alright, in the present position on your side, we have a couple cards. We have the Strength card, which is the major arcana card for Leo, and the Four of Coins, Capricorn energy. So, seeing these two cards here, I'm getting more of an energy of, well, here it felt like less like a deliberate resistance, but more of, like I said, you might have been just trying to focus on other things and your mind kept drifting this person. Here, I feel like, in a way, in the present, those feelings are growing, but you're, like, still trying to resist it for whatever reason. It seems like, I mean, maybe you just have more of a focus on finances, right? Given that we see the pentacles there, so you might be viewing any like love feelings as more of a distraction than anything for you at this time. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing there. It looks like there's some resistance on your part, but at the same time, the feelings persist. All right, present energy on their side, we have Temperance. So this is Sagittarius energy here. And the feeling that I'm getting here is like they might be trying to play it cool now, right? So it's one of those things where it looks like there was more openness on their part in the past. And now in the present, again, I feel like the feelings are totally still there, but at the same time, they might just be trying to play it cool, even though they seem to be like they could be a bit flustered around you. And possibly because they see that you don't seem to be expressing feelings back toward them. So that could be throwing them for a bit of loop. All right, and future energy on your side, we have Fortune. So yeah, this is the equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune in traditional tarot, but to me this is more of an indicator, and how it feels like even the universe might be tuning in a little bit to try to send you signs for whatever reason around this connection. Interestingly enough, I see the musical instrument there, just like I see it in the past position in the Contemplation card. So you might even be getting some signs through music, for example, or just you might just see signs and synchronicities elsewhere that are really pulling you in this person's direction, but I still feel like there's resistance to it. It's just one of those things that I feel like you're going to feel like the strength of these signals are going to keep growing. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the World. So yeah, to me this represents for sure that they really want to build toward this connection with you. I feel like their feelings are starting to grow as well. But like I said, it definitely seems like there's resistance on your side, whereas on their side, there's a willingness to do what it takes to actually make the connection work. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Love. So this is the equivalent of the Lovers in traditional tarot, which is a Gemini energy. And for you guys, Gemini is your fifth house, romance, creativity. So yeah, and we still have Mars technically going through there as well right now. So it's just one of those things where it feels like the love is there, but for whatever reason you keep seeming to resist it for whatever reason. I'm sure there's some reason behind it. We might get some more insight on that with the oracle cards, but that's the main theme that I'm seeing here. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, they have the Strength card. So interestingly enough, you have that in the present, and we were talking about how that seems to be an energy of resistance on your part. And here we're almost seeing the other side of that, right? Where we see, to me, this would represent your energy the way I see it in the present position, right? Which is like that statue, and then this would be the other person trying to get you to come out, right? To express yourself a little bit more. So you could really just be holding back at this time, and I feel like this person is picking up on that. And I feel like they will try to, bring that side out of you, but obviously it looks like there's resistance on your part. So we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the Moonlight deck here. And what I'm going to be looking for is unspoken messages from you to them and from them to you. So we'll see what comes up. Got one there. And next we'll see what we get from them to you. All right, and got one there. All right, so let's see what we got on your side first. Okay, we have Foolish. It says, I feel like an idiot for the choices I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. So, sorry, thought that was focused, but there we go. So yeah, that's interesting because it really does, like I was saying, I didn't see a clear indicator as to why you had so much resistance toward the connection. So it might even be taking you for a surprise too, right? Given the card that we see there. So it could just be one of those things where, like I said, that could be possibly why these signs and synchronicities might be getting louder and louder too to grab your attention. But yeah, it definitely looks like even you might have not necessarily realized that you were in your own world around the situation. But let's see. All right, now on their side, we have in the very near future. So not exactly a groundbreaking message there, but yeah. Like I said, it definitely seems like they're pretty focused and their feelings are pretty consistent on their side, but obviously it looks like there's resistance on your part that even you, like I said, it looks like even you might not be aware of where that's coming from. But we'll see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. Here I'm just going to be pulling one card from this deck with general advice to wrap the reading up with. Oh, got one there. Okay, so let's see what you got. All right, we have Clean It Up. There's the artwork, and the number's 21. So, interestingly enough, that's also the card for the World card, so there could be a connection there. But we'll see what it has to say. Okay, the relationship message says, time to clear the air, take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics to see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there. And as I was reading that too, I was thinking about the fact that, of course, you guys did have Saturn moving through your sign for a couple of years too, so that could have been a bit of a buzzkill when it came to your romantic life too, quite frankly. So that could be even why you might, like I was saying, looks like even you might have been oblivious as to why you were not necessarily tuning into the energy within this connection. But hoping it resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.